Let's try this again. Can you hear me now, NKR? All right, let me get baited up and get out there. Hey, look at that, it's working. Hello everybody, let me get some baits in the water. So, that's a bald eagle flying above us right now. And there's another one, if you look, right up there, that's a bald eagle's nest. And there's a bald eagle flying around us right now. So, let me pan you guys up just a little bit. You guys can watch a bald eagle while we fish. How's that? But this right there, that's a bald eagle's nest. All right, let me get some bait on. I think we found a little bit of a ledge out there. This one took quite a while to sink. This middle one didn't take nearly as long. fishing again. Let me catch up. NKR, Sharp Fishing TV, THG, Ace, Becca, Uncle Lou, Sogo, Fishing Frustrations, Greg Johnson, unique boat names, and go. Oh, you need to name a boat. George Ray, Eric Burnside, Raymond Williams, Dave Garcher, Sharina. Well, we're on spot number 2, Sharina. We just cast it out. If you look right up here, got a bald eagle's nest. There was one flying around. There's one up there in the tree. I think I'm caught up. Jake Bailey. Who knows if we're going to catch anything. Kind of wanted to get that camera closer, but it's so uneven right here. I think I'll just leave it where it's at. You guys can see those all right, I'm assuming. Looks like you can see them on this tablet. One thing I am going to do is I'm going to bring this middle rod in because it looked like it might have tangled up when I casted it out. I want to bring it in and check it. But it'll drive me nuts if I don't. I've got a really long leader on this one. It looked like it kind of tangled up on itself when I casted it out. But it didn't, which is a good thing. Yeah, we're good. Now, some water. You guys gonna be able to see me sitting here? Nope, you're not. Well, I'm sitting right behind these poles. About the only level spot I got. You're not going to be able to, well, you see me a little bit, I guess. I'm assuming you guys can hear me okay. I mean, I'm only about 8 feet from the phone, so you should be able to. Crazy catfishing. So we got fresh bait on. I cut up another shad. Got shad on all 3 again. I do have some chicken liver chum bait in here. If we don't have any bites in 30 minutes, I might throw chicken liver chum bait on one of these. I hope they do. I hope they come your way, DMV. I won't be able to watch tonight's early go to bed night because we got to work tomorrow. We get up at 3:30 for work, so you know we're trying to be in bed by 9 on work nights. But I'll watch whatever I can. Yeah, Pete, I tried to start it up, and it was like I set it for a, it was like I set it for to start in 2 or 3, 4 minutes or something like that. I didn't do that. I don't know what it was doing. So I had to just close it, start another one. I apologize for that, Pete. Chicken saved your blank on Sunday. Well, we may throw some chicken on here in a little bit. One people in here already, man. That is awesome. I'm hoping maybe you guys can see those eagles flying around. There was one flying. I don't know where it's at. I don't know if it's in the nest or there's still one perched up there in that tree. They've got that whole end over there is all blocked off. You're not allowed to go anywhere around that eagle's nest. Hey, it's a PB, man. I'd be happy with anything right now. Hook Junkie, thank you very much. Thanks for stopping in. Now if we can just get the fish to cooperate. We don't, I mean, I live out in the county. I don't live around any towns or anything, and we see them occasionally, maybe 2 or 3 times a year around the house. Some of the places we go camp and fish down a little more south of where I live, we see them almost every time we go down there. But, I mean, I can see Indianapolis skyline. I mean, we're pretty much downtown Indianapolis right now. White River is just on the other side of that tree line from where we are right now. It's just kind of cool to see them up here in the big city, Indianapolis. I guess I could spin you guys around once so you can see where we're at. Come down here just a little bit. This is just another portion of the lake I was on earlier. Park is up there. Corey, we just got here. But you can see the Indianapolis skyline back there. Trail Medic, nope, we just got baited up and put out there on this spot number 2. We didn't have any luck at spot number 1. But we do have an eagle's nest back there in the background. I'll keep pointing that out. I mean, this does look like a good spot, Sharina, but unfortunately it's private and they won't allow boats. There, you guys can see the poles and you can see the eagle's nest. And it was a long walk to get back here pulling that wagon. Hey Kelly, welcome back. Hey Kevin. I'm not trespassing. I'm allowed to be here. I work across the street, Trail Medic. that eagle's nest. See if that delay. It's hard to do when I'm watching it delayed. Randall, George Ray's back, Mary, here I come. Well, you ought to know where I'm at. Mary, I heard you guys are going to go out and test all your equipment this weekend. It's about time. All right, DMV, you'll make that money, man. Thanks, Keith. Appreciate you stopping in. All right, it is 11:10. Say in another 15 or 20 minutes. If we hadn't got any bites, I'll put some chicken on at least one of these. I'll be right back. Looks like there's some people parked up there at the park on their lunch break. Doing straight cut bait, unless the fish want the chicken instead. Well, that's kind of what I'm doing. I've got shad on there, but I'm getting ready to throw some chicken out there because they ain't hitting on the shad. I think it's just gonna, up here in Indiana, I think it's just gonna take. I think I'm going to be a week or two behind everybody else getting these catfish up and moving and lively. So I'm thinking maybe by the time we get back from Virginia, maybe we'll start actually getting into some catfish. That's my theory. I think Sharina, I don't know how much Sharina and Thomas have been fishing, but they're here in Indiana too. I don't think they've had a whole lot of luck with catfishing. But I know it's been a struggle for me. I think they're still, metabolism's still really slow, especially with it's mostly channel cats here. You got to go to certain places to find the blues here in Indiana. Even then, I don't think they're that plentiful. Thanks, George. Eric, you're in Kentucky. I was trying to think, I know Fishing with Chad, he set a new PB just this past weekend. They're down there in Kentucky. I think they were probably fishing the Ohio. I'm assuming he was fishing the Ohio. But it's been a struggle for me. I mean, I started fishing back towards like the end of January. And I couldn't get any bites. I couldn't do anything. I even went to a power plant where the warm water discharge, and we didn't have any luck there. We did catch one little channel down by home on the river. A couple. It's been about a week or so now, I guess, when Telly was with me. Not much going on in Ohio either. Well, I've thrown all kinds of bait at them for the last month and a half. I don't think the fishing's going to be good for me in the winter. I'm not going to stop trying. this coming winter. I'm probably going to go out and try, but maybe we'll figure them out. I know that, what's that saying, that 90% of the fish you're after are in 10% of the water. I mean, it probably just have to find where they're at, where the wintering holes are. She is my good luck charm, that's for sure. Yeah, I know Kelly's been struggling down there in Kentucky too. The turtle right out here in front of the poles. Even the turtle's not eating our cut bait, which I don't want them to. I hate turtles. You know, I thought this was a lot deeper water than what it is. I've walked back here before. I've never fished back here, but I've walked back here, and I mean, it looks like it just drops off into very deep water. But judging by how long it took those baits to sink, it's not all that deep. Maybe 10, 15 feet. I thought for sure it was going to be 20 plus feet out there. But there's a rocky little out point here, and then back around this way, there's actually a road. Let me show you guys, see if you can see it. So that the lake just it just bends around here just a little bit. That's actually a road right over there. It's a gravel road that divides this lake from the other. I mean, there's a culvert or something over there where the water, they can go from one to the other, but it's a gravel road that just goes back there and ends. But it looks super deep when you're walking through and you're looking out there. It looks like really deep water, but I don't think it's quite as deep as I was thinking. That's not where I had you. I had you up here. Hard to catch fish when it's so cold. Yeah, well, I don't know if you watched any of there was one live stream where I was going through knee-deep snow down to where the poles were and stuff. I think it was 3 degrees that morning when I left the house. That was the morning I went down to the power plant lake. It's not from lack of trying, I can tell you that. Living in Minnesota. It's a little bit more windy right here in this spot than it was in the first spot. I don't think it's bad enough that you guys are hearing it, but if it does, let me know. Half crazy catfishing. 19 awesome people watching. Five or 10 more minutes, I'm putting chicken on one of these. You guys probably can't see it, but I think I see that other eagle's head poked up out of that nest. I don't think you guys can pick that up. Pete, Did I just see a new video from you yesterday or something? I thought I did. Yeah, okay, so you said you put one out yesterday. Bry B from Kansas City. Welcome. You haven't missed anything. $23 awesome people watching now. Somebody beating on something over there. Thank you for sharing that, Fishing Frustrations. Appreciate it. I hope that looks better for you guys than it does on this tablet. On my tablet, I can't even hardly see those rod tips. Looks a little better on my phone. Pete caught a monster in the last video. I'll definitely be checking that out. I thought I saw it pop up. Last night, I think I was watching Chunky, I think, when I noticed he had a video out, and then I ended up going to bed. But I will be watching that when I get home. In between packing up, cutting this line up a little bit. Everybody go check Pete out. Pete's in South Africa, for those of you that don't know. He does catch some big fish over there. Rod, do a dance. Mike Irvin. Hey, Big Mike. I almost missed you. Kevin's going to be live tonight or this afternoon. I'll be watching that, that's for sure. So, I told you guys that I just work across the road there. You have to have a badge to get in here. Well, I didn't plan on coming here. I wanted to find a place on the river. But when I couldn't find a place, I didn't want to drive an hour back home. And I mean, it would have been 10 o'clock before I ever got lines wet the first time. So I thought, well, I'll just come over here to work and try to fish here. But I didn't have my badge. So when I got here, you know, I had to call security, and they made me go get a temporary ID and then come back so I could get in. It was kind of a hassle. I almost just gave up and went back home. Like, that's my temporary badge. It's been kind of bugging me being in this pocket, but I want to make sure it's on me just in case. Actually, I could just clip it on the wagon. Let's see, we got 27 awesome people. So, I don't know how this is going to work for people in the UK or South Africa, but I've got stickers on the way. If you guys email me, you can find my email in my About section. But if you guys send me an email, if you want a sticker, send me an email, give me your details, and I'll get a sticker out to you guys when they get in. I got an email, I think it was yesterday, said that they've been shipped. I don't know what they look like yet. I saw the proof, and the proof looked good. But if you guys want a sticker, let me know in an email. Send me your details, and I'll get a sticker out to you guys. For those of you that are in the UK and South Africa, Pete, I will. I mean, as long as it doesn't cost me an arm and a leg to ship them, I don't have a problem doing that. But if you guys want a sticker, just let me know in an email. But my email is in my About section. If you have any issues finding it, let me know. But I know it's there. Pete's gonna stick it on his trailer. Ohioan. Well, we're trying to catch fish, but the fish aren't cooperating. All right, well, let's see. No, we want you to keep your arms and legs. I'm going to put chicken on one of these. It's 11:30 now. I'll put chicken on one. See what happens. Probably more of the same. We'll try it anyway. More moss. I'm putting my gloves on for this chicken liver chumpo. That stuff's nasty. All right, while I'm putting my gloves on, I don't know how many of you are familiar with chicken liver chum bait. It's the same recipe that Chris Flores did in his video several years ago. But I have chicken liver chum bait just like he makes it. But then I also have a batch of chicken liver chum bait that I added some garlic powder to. So you guys tell me, which one do you want me to use? Do you want me to use the straight up chicken liver chum or the garlic chicken liver chum? You guys tell me which one you want me to use. That way I can blame it on you if we don't catch anything. Garlic, garlic, straight up. Garlic, garlic. I'll tell you what we could do. Well, I want to keep that shad out there though. All right, garlic it is. Who that is, I am in me. Gonna have to wait. I just dripped that on my shoe. That stuff is nasty. Kelly won't even touch it. She won't do it. She won't have anything to do with anything liver. But I have caught a lot of channel cats on this. Let's see if I can get it out there without throwing it off the hook. Dripped it right on my shoe. Garlic chicken liver chum bait. Pete wants to go fish now. Hey, that eagle's gone. I think it went in the nest. Hillbilly Psycho. Yes, gloves for that chicken liver chum bait. That shit's nasty. If you guys, if wherever you guys live, if there's a lot of channel cats, there's deer running down that road. See those deer over there? Well, there was one. There was 2 deer went running down that road. So if you guys look on my channel, there's a short video I did. Kelly and I and Megan, we came up here the other day, counted like 26 deer or something like that in this little park. And remember, you know, we're in Indianapolis, and there's a dog, a couple of dogs. Here come some people. We got people coming, people. Well, I guess they're going to turn around and go somewhere else. They saw me. That's why those deer were running down the road. But anyway, what I was saying is there's a lot of deer in this park. A lot of deer in this park. Big hook. That blasted dogs. That sounds like a Catfish Dave saying. Stranger danger. I mean, like I said, this is a private park, so anybody that comes in here has to be an employee of the place I work. So, not many concerns here. Where are you at, Dalton? I mean, I'm in Indiana, and that's kind of how it is here in Indiana. I mean, the channel cats get pretty big here. I think our state record is 38 pounds, something like that, I think. But I mean, yeah, I use an 8/0 circle hook most of the times. I do have, I think that one I just put out there with the chicken was a 6/0. I'm pretty sure the other two have 8/0 circle hooks on them. I use those all the time when I'm in the kayak suspend fishing, and I've caught channel cats less than a pound on those 8/0 circle hooks. All right, Uncle Lou, thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging out. It's 11:30 now, so at noon will be an hour in this spot. I'm not going to fish a whole lot past noon. Just got too much stuff to do to get ready for this Virginia trip. And I'm an hour from home, and I'm getting hungry. Because, you know, once again, I come out here unprepared. No food, no snacks. That bottle of water I'm drinking on's been in my truck for days. And that's the only water I've got. Roger Anderson. Big hook, personal PB is 33 pounds, man. That's awesome. My PB channel is 15. That was a long time ago. Most of the channels I catch where I fish when I'm in the kayak, they're 5 to 10 pound range. Hey, Jack. Northern New York. Okay, Dalton. Lake Champlain. It's weird how the farther north you come, the bigger the channel cats get. You know, at least that's what everybody that are down there catching all those blues, they say, you know, their channels don't get that big, and I'm sure it's because they have blues, and the blues are probably eating the channels when they're little, but I mean, they don't have that much competition up here, I guess, so they get a lot bigger. Same here, Eric. That's how, I mean, first, I think some of probably the first channels I found about catfishing were, I think Catfish Dave I found first, and then I found Justin on Kayak Catfish. And Steve Douglas, I ran into Steve Douglas's channel pretty early on too. Yeah, Creole, I know. That's I think you and I talked about that the other night, that you know, the channels just don't get that big down there. And I'm sure it has everything to do with you guys have blues, and we have them, but you have to go to certain places, you know. I mean, I've catfished all my life in the area where I live. If I've caught a blue, I didn't know that it was a blue. But I tell everybody I've never caught a blue cat. You know, caught many channel cats and flatheads. Biggest flathead I ever caught was 10. The dogs are over there causing all kinds of ruckus. Essex. Oh, well, was that when your new PB Sogo, that 15-pounder or close to 15 that you were talking about? Chad Nolte. You have not missed any fish. This is spot number 2. It's the same lake, but I had to walk from spot 1 to spot 2 to get over here, so I ended the stream and started this one. But no, we hadn't even had a bite. We've got cut shad on the closest 2 rods, and I just switched that 3rd rod over to chicken liver chum bait, Chris Flores style, plus garlic. Let's step back here to see what these people are doing. Guess they're just standing there looking at the lake. Caught a blue cat once, had to give it CPR, and started breathing again. What? From your chest to your knee. Oh yeah, I'm sure he was probably pushing 15, if not more. I think that 15-pounder I caught, it wasn't real long, it was just really wide and fat. Hey, Jerry Holly. Jack caught one at a pay lake. I don't go to pay lakes anymore. I used to. Until I found out how those blue cats get in that pay lake. Now I won't go to them anymore. And the flatheads, for that matter. Those channel cats at the pay lake, I mean, they come from a fish farm, but those blues and those flatheads, they're caught out here and then taken to those pay lakes, and I don't agree with that, so I don't go to them anymore. I'll check that out, Sogo. So now I got a Sogo video and a Pete's Whiskers video to watch when I get home. So yes, Pete, they're not everywhere. I think they were just talking about this on somebody's live stream the other night. But here in Indiana, and I know Ohio's got a bunch of them too, they're pay lakes. You know, they're privately owned lakes, and they charge a fee. You come in and you pay your fee, and there's a lot of you can pay extra money to get in a prize pool, like for biggest fish or biggest carp or whatever happens to be going on. I mean, you can win a lot of money at those pay lakes, and a lot of them are good, reputable places. But there's some that are not so reputable, and a lot of those big blues that they put in those pay lakes and the flatheads, they're caught like in the Ohio, and then they're brought to these pay lakes. So they're taken out of their, out of the places where we could all go and catch them and they could reproduce, and they're put in these pay lakes. Well, I mean, Chad, that's just the way I feel, I mean, I've been to pay lakes many times. And, I just didn't know most of the time when we were at those pay lakes, we're catching small channel cats to take home and eat. And you go and you watch them. They come right off the truck. They come from a fish farm, no big deal. But then you start going to some of these bigger pay lakes and places that have these big blues and flatheads, and you do a little bit of research and you find out, oh, well, they're going down and they're catching them out of the Ohio River and they're putting them in this pay lake, and that's just it's not right. I mean, Indiana now has a law on the books that you're only allowed, and I'm not going to quote it because I know it'll be wrong, but you're only allowed at certain, like in the Ohio and places like that, the Monroe Reservoir, I think, you're only allowed to keep one fish over a certain size. And that, I'm sure that's helped reduce the amount of fish they're taking out. Well, and I think that's the reason, like Indiana and Ohio, the reason they probably have these pay lakes and why they do so well is that's an easy place. Right now I'm sitting here, I'm 5 or 6 miles from Is there anyone still in here? Anyone? Well, if there's anyone still here, what happened was my phone went dead. And I had 3 external battery packs with me. But I didn't have the cord. I forgot to bring the charging cord. So I had to pack everything up and come back to the truck. So I'm going to head home. Hey, Big Mike. So, yeah, that's what happened. Phone died. I had plenty of power, but no cord. So, my bad. I see you, Big Mike. But anyway, I just wanted to get back on here. I know I left everybody hanging. I'm sorry about that. But, I thought I had everything with me, and I had everything except the cord, which is a pretty big deal. But anyway, I'm sorry to have to end it that way. We didn't catch any fish again, so all these are going to go to private. I'm not going to leave them out there. I was retitling them saying no fish caught, but man, you pull up my channel and there's 16, 17 live streams that say no fish caught, and I didn't like the way that looked, so I'm setting them all to private. Ain't no real loss. I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll try to catch up with us next time. It was my fault. I thought I had everything and I didn't. Hey Pete, yeah, I was just telling everybody, phone went dead. I had plenty of power, but no, I didn't bring my charging cable, so I had to pack everything up and head back to the truck. Yeah, I know it is, but I should have been ready. I've got the cords. They're right back here in the back. I've got them. Well, actually, I'm plugged in right now because I have to have power to tell you guys how I messed up. But anyway, thanks everybody for stopping in. I have no idea how many people are in here now, but I'm going to end this the right way and go home, get something to eat, and start packing for our Virginia trip. Yeah, Ace, I'm just letting everybody know what happened. Phone went dead. I had power. I just didn't have a cable. Thank you, Becca. I appreciate that. Telly's not with me, but I'll tell her. So anyway, I'm going to end this, and then this video, all this is going to go to private because we didn't catch any fish. So I appreciate each and every one of you. I mean, you just don't understand how much I appreciate you guys. So many times you guys have watched me sit out here and not catch anything. But the weather's getting better. It's going to start getting warmer, and I think we'll start finding them then. But anyway, take care, everybody. See you guys on the next one.